So for the starting of mounting the actuator, you'll need your jam nut. That's going to go on top of your stem plug here. That's going to hold up your indicator plate. Later, as we'll get to that point, you're just going to send that all the way to the bottom here. After that, you're going to want your actuator. We're using a 40i with 1.5" travel. We're just going to pop this up here. Next, you're going to need some air. Remove the stem plug. Insert a quick connect up the top here. Make sure that's nice and tight. Next, you're going to want an ability to control how much airflow you're having in here. This is a device made by Hydron. Assembly. Insert air. You're going to want to send about 30 psi so that the stem plug here opens 100%. Once you have that, then you can insert your actuator lock nut. And then the indicator plate that will slide right there. This tighten down. Make sure that it's facing you. And to tighten the actuator lockdown, we're just going to hit it a couple times. Make sure that it's on there nice and snug. Now that we're opened up to about 100%, you can double check by just adding a little bit more air, and if you see the stem plug not moving, you've reached the top. Next, you're going to want a straight edge or parallel. What you're going to do is line up the bottom here, nice and flush with this. And make a line mark on your actuator there. And since our travel is 1.5 inches, you're going to go from that top line, measure 1.5 inches down, and make a second mark. So after you do that, you're going to lower the stem plug down. Smaller parallel works better for this. And you're just going to want to make sure that that line lines up with your parallel here. So we got to go down a little bit lower. And this is how we calibrate the travel for our actuators. So we see that our Sharpie mark is sticking up above our parallel. That means we've gone 1.5 inches travel. And now we can lock in our stem plug. This up here. Make sure that your grooves line up nicely. Good way to tell is if you can just spin this across and nothing gets caught or hung up. And we'll add the other side. So we even them up, and you'll start tightening your clamp. These are 1/2-inch nuts, so you can get a 1/2-inch wrench. Make yourself a little easier for this. I'll make sure that it's even. Once that's nice and tight, you're going to use your jam nut to push that indicator plate up against the clamp here. You want that nice and tight so that you're getting an accurate read on your travel. Once that's snug, you can adjust your indicator plate as needed so that the bottom line is matching with the bottom of the indicator plate here. Once you have that, you will send 30 psi back to the top to make sure that at 30 psi we are at the top of our level, and when we take away air pressure, we are fully seated at the bottom again. Now these are supposed to start opening at about 6 psi, so we'll bring it to a point where we can feel the stem plug start moving. I feel it raising up, and we're right about 6-7 psi, and that's right where we want it. Now we have calibrated our travel distance. We can move on to getting our positioner.